Konnichiwa, or hello, and welcome to another origami lesson with yours truly, Genki desu ka? That is Japanese for how are you? I hope you're all good. I am good myself. Today we are going to be learning how to make a spot of modular origami. So we're going to learn how to make a cube. I'm going to show you two different designs for the base pieces that you'll need. I'm primarily going to work with one of them. One of the ways that we're going to fold is easier than the other. I'm going to do the slightly more difficult one, but I am going to show you both. And I'm only going to run through the construction once. So do pay close attention. If you do miss it, you can always rewind the video, watch it another time. 2 seconds. Okay, Google, volume 4. She was a smidge loud. Sorry about that. And for anyone's Google that's just gone off, sorry. Okay, but yes, we're going to learn how to make these lovely modular origami cubes. So, without further ado, we will make a start. Like I say, I'm going to show you two different designs to make the base. I'll show the construction on both of them if I've got time, because I do have some ready-made in the slightly simpler one. So, what I'll do is I'll show you how to make the base pieces. You will need 6 pieces of paper. Try and have different colors if you can, just because it does make it a little bit easier when it comes to constructing the actual model as well. So let me just have a pink. What else do I want? Just going to select them. I probably should have done this beforehand, but I always like selecting colors on the fly, just because I don't know, I just do. I'm going to end up having a really bright cube here, aren't I? That one. Oh, we'll pop in a green as well. And we will also have yellow. Why not? Okay, so those are the 6 ones that I'm going to do with this piece of paper here. I'm just going to show you very quickly how to make the slightly simple piece that you'll need for an easier construction. So, what we do to make the slightly simpler one, first of all, is we fold the paper in half. Oh, I've got 2 pieces of paper there. Oops. So just fold it in half, one edge to the other. Just like this, okay? And just press nice and firmly along the crease. Just like that. And then you will unfold that paper. So it'll be just like this, okay? And I'm going to take this edge and fold them to the center, almost creating what would be a little bit like a menu shape. Okay. So you would just fold them just like that, okay? And then you unfold. Then what you would need to do is you can choose any corners, but they have to be opposite from each other. So I'm going to take this corner, and you're just going to fold them in and make little triangles, just like that, okay? So you do it on opposite sides. So it would be just like this, okay? So I'll just unfold that and show you again. So I've taken these corners here, and I have just folded them in like that. Okay, and then what you need to do is you just need to take your top and bottom edge and just fold them in, just like that as well. So you'll then have a shape like this. And then what you'll need to do is you'll need to take the side, so here, it'll be opposite there. You'll just take that and fold that down into a triangle. Okay, so you'll fold it over, just like that. Press down nice and firmly, just to get a nice crease in there. And then you will unfold it. And then what you'll do is you'll just tuck it in to the pocket just there. You've got the edge, okay? And then you do the same on the other side, but in the opposite direction. Can you see? So I'm just doing it like that. Again, press the triangle down, nice and firmly. Okay. So it'll be just like this. And then you will unfold that, and you'll tuck that into the little pocket just there and press that down. Okay, then if you turn your paper over to the back, you'll have a shape that looks like this when it's on its side, and you'll just bring these points in and fold them to create a square. So I'll take in that point I've just folded it in like that. So can you see? So I've gone from here, taken this, and just folded it in like that. And you do the same with this one to fit just here. Okay. So then you'll have a shape that's like this on one side, and it's like this on the other. And this is the piece that you would use if you're going to make the slightly simpler version of the Origami Cube. So I'm just going to set this aside because we're not going to be using this one. I do have 6 other pieces just like that, so I can show you how to construct a simpler version together, but we're going to deal with a slightly more complicated one. So I'll be showing this folding instruction 6 times, so I won't be repeating folds whilst I'm doing it, but you will see me repeat the whole thing as I go through. So for the slightly more complicated sections, what we'll do is we'll just fold it in half, but we'll go from corner to corner. So you'll fold it into a triangle, just like this. So it'll be just like that, okay? And press down nice and firmly when you crease there, and then unfold, okay? And then do the same in the opposite direction, so we'll be taking this corner and folding it to this corner. Make sure you run your finger along the edge that you've made just to get a nice firm crease there. And then we will unfold that after we've done it. So you'll look and see that you'll have a line running from this corner to this corner and this corner to this corner. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this point here and this point here, and we'll fold them to the center, just there. So you'll fold them, press down. So fold them in just like this. So I'll do the same on the bottom as well. So it'll be just like that, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these points that you've got in the center here and just fold them back on themselves to the top. So you'll just fold them like that, just because it makes this next step that we're going to do after this a little bit easier. Okay, so when you folded them back, it should look just like this, okay? So then, after we've done that, you'll take this top edge and this bottom edge, and you'll just fold them to the center crease that you've got there. So you'll literally just be folding over what you've just made, basically. So you can follow the lines of the triangles, etc. So once you've folded them to the center, you'll have a shape that looks like this, okay? Then what we need to do is we need to take this corner and just fold them into the little diamond that you've got here. So you'll almost be folding that in half. So it's almost like it's a triangle. Well, it's not almost, it is a triangle. And you do that on both sides, okay? So you'll have it just like this once you've done that, okay? Then what you're going to do is you'll take this corner here and this corner here, and you'll just fold them down. So you need to have the triangles going the opposite way. So you'll fold them like that. So let me just unfold that and show you what I've just done. So I've taken this corner, and I've just folded them, just like that, okay? And then we're going to unfold these, and you'll take this corner here, and you'll just tuck it in to the pocket just there, and then you'll take this corner here, and you'll just fold it into the pocket just up here. Okay, so they'll fold in just like that. And then on the other side, you'll just take these corners here, and you'll just fold them to these points here. Okay, so you'll just fold that to there, and that to there, so I'll just show you. So again, this will be creating a square shape on this side. Okay, so we folded them in just like that. So I'll show you again. Just taking this corner, and we have just folded them in and across, just like this. Okay, and that's all you need to do, and you'll need to make this particular shape 6 times because these are all going to be what we use to piece together to make our cube. So, time to move on to the second one. So I'll run through the instructions again, but I will be going slightly faster this time, but hopefully with me doing it 6 times over, you should be able to pick it up fairly quick yourself. So, what we do, fold corner to corner. Press down nice and firmly. And then unfold, and then opposite corner to corner. So again, press down nice and firmly. And then you will unfold. Okay, and then you'll take top and bottom corner, fold them to the center, just there. Okay. So it'll be just like that, and then you'll take these points on the inside here, fold that one to the top there, and that one to the bottom there. So you're just folding it back on itself ever so slightly. And I do apologise if I am going a little bit fast. Like I say, I am going to be going through it a few more times, so hopefully you should be able to catch up. But once you've folded it, it will look like that. And then you'll take the edges here and just fold them to the centre crease, just there. It's just kind of folding it over itself, okay? So when you folded it over, it will look like this. And then we'll take this point, and you'll just fold what you see like a little bit diamond shape here. You'll fold that in half. So you'll basically take that corner and it'll fold into like a triangle, just there. And we'll do just the same on the other side too. So it would look something like this. Okay, and then we'll take this corner and just fold them down. And they've got to go in opposite directions. So it would look somewhat like this. And then you will unfold that, and you'll just take this corner, pop it into the little pocket just there, and you'll take this corner, and then just pop it into this little pocket just here. So you'll then have a shape like this. Okay. And then you'll just fold this and this behind here. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to go back on myself here because I had a feeling this might happen. I just need to do it the other way because you need to make sure that each of the pieces is exactly the same in the way that they form. Ah, there we go. That's fixed now. Okay, so you'll end up having a shape like that, and they all need to look the exact same. Okay. Now I'll move on to the third one, and again, I'll go through this quite quick. So, corner to corner, fold it in half. This is going to get a little bit repetitive, so if you've already got the hang of it, by all means, carry on ahead, finish all 6 of them. If not, and you've missed a few steps still, and you're still struggling, just stick with me. So then, fold it in half, and then fold it in half again, corner to corner. Okay, so it'll be just like this, and then we will unfold it, and then you'll take this corner and this corner and fold them to the center. So just fold them in, and it will be just like this, okay? And then take these corners and just fold them back on themselves like that in half. So it'll be just like this. And then you take the edges and fold them to the center crease. So you're just kind of folding that in half again, almost, into the center. So they'll fold over, and end up just like that. And then you'll take this point and just fold these in half into there, like that. So they'll almost fill in the diamond shape, just like that. So go from here to here, and do the same on the other side as well. Okay. And then what you need to do is you need to take this point and fold them in opposite directions. So it'll be like this, okay? So I'll just show you. So taking this point and just fold them like that. And then, after you've done the fold, you just tuck them into the pockets, which are just here. Okay? And then, you fold those on this side, take this point and fold them to the corners just there. So you'll get a shape like that then. So I'll just show you again. So I've just folded it just like that. Okay. So it'll look like this on one side and like this on the other. Cool. Now we're on to the fourth one. Again, going to go quite quick. So corner to corner. And then corner to corner again. Power break. Cool. And then unfold. And then we'll just take this top point and this bottom point and fold them to the center crease, just there. Okay, so it'll look like that, and then you'll take this point and just fold them back on themselves in half. So it's just creating another two smaller triangles, or that's what it looks like anyway. So it'll then look like this, and you'll take this edge and fold them to the center crease. So again, just folding over itself. So it'll fold just like that. So I'll unfold that and show you. So I've just gone from here and folded it just like that. Okay? And then I'll take this point, fold it in half to just there. Just fold it in like that and do the same on the other side. Okay? So it'll be just like this. And then we'll just take this point, fold it down. So we'll fold it like this, and then we'll take this point and just fold it up. So you're folding it in the opposite direction on the opposite side. Okay. So once you folded it, it will look like this. And then we're going to take this point and just pop it into this pocket just here. And then we'll take this point and we'll pop it into this pocket just here. So you'll then have a shape like this. On the other side, it looks blank. We'll just take this corner, fold it to here, and this corner and fold it to here. So you're creating like a square shape. When you fold them in, it will then look like this. So I'll unfold that and show you. So we've got from this point to there, and that point to there. Just folded them like this. Okie dokie. And there we go, got piece number 4. Now we're on to number 5, so we'll be shortly on to the construction, which will be nice. So again, point to point. So then unfold it, and you've got that there, and then we will take this point and fold it to this point. Okay, and then unfold it, and take this point and fold them to the center. So it will then be just like this, and you'll take points in here and just kind of fold them in half back on themselves to there. So they'll then be like this, and you'll take this edge and fold them to the center crease. So they'll then be like this. Okay. Lovely. And then we'll take this point, fold it in half. So it'll be like that, and then do the same on the other side. So you've just folded them in. So go from there to there. Lovely. Then we'll take this point, fold it down, this point, fold it up. So you'll basically fold it like this. Okay, and then do the same on this side, but in the opposite direction. So we'll be folding that up. So we'll go that way. Okay, so we've gone from here, and we folded it just like this. Okay, and then you'll take this point, and you'll tuck it into the bottom pocket, just there. And you'll take this one, and then fold that into the top pocket, just like that. And then on the other side, where it looks blank, you'll take this point, fold it to this corner, and this point, and fold it to this corner. Lovely. So it will then look like this. So we've gone from here, folded them in like this, and you've got that. Lovely. And now we are on the sixth and final piece. Okay, so again, for the last time, fold it corner to corner. Okay, and then unfold it, and then this corner to this corner. Lovely. So it will then be like that, and then you will unfold it, and you'll take this top point and this bottom point and fold them to the center. So it'll be just like that, and then you'll just take the points and fold them back on themselves in half. Okay, so it'll be then just like that, and then you will just fold top and bottom edges to the center crease, just there. So they'll end up like this, okay? And then you'll take this point, and fold it to there, and this point, and just fold it to here. So they'll end up a bit like this, okay? And you'll take this bottom point, fold it down, this top point, sorry, and fold it down, and then this bottom point, and fold it up. Okay. So, we've ended up doing this, okay? And then we need to take this point and fold it into there, and this point, and fold it into there. So you're just putting them into the little pockets, and then on the other side where it looks blank, you've guessed it, this point to this corner, and this point to this corner. And when you've done that, so you've gone from here to here, okay, you'll then end up just like this, okay? And then you will have your 6 pieces, which you will then need to start constructing. So I'll try and take my time with this as well. It does take a little bit to wrap your head around, so do have some patience. Do feel free to retry that. But let's begin constructing our cube. Okay, so you'll see here, there looks like you've got like little pockets just there, because there's like a line that runs down the middle, creates sections in there. What you'll need to do is you'll just take one of your points on the first pieces and slide it into one of the pockets, just there, like that. Okay, so I'll just take that out and show you. So it goes in. It'll let me. It'll go in, just like that. Okay. Okay. And then you can do the same on this one here. So just slide that in there. And then what you'll find is by this point, oh, that's just fallen out there. What you'll find is by this point, we've then got 3 pieces which are sorted together. But then obviously you should be able to take this one and put it inside of this one here. Okay, so by this point, you're creating a little bit more of a solid structure. Okay. So then what we need to do is we can kind of set this down a little bit now. Take another piece. Aha, yes, lovely. So, what we then need to do, we can take this one. You can see we've got this here. Take this point, slide it into that pocket there. Okay? No, actually that's not right. Sorry, I seem to have got myself a little bit confused there. Cool. Right, no, it's the easiest thing to do. Yeah. So what you'll tend to find normally is your points need to go opposite each other into the pockets, just like that. Okay? And you will find that you'll have to do a little bit of manipulation around the model, sometimes taking points in and out of certain places just to construct it. Like that. Okay? So you can kind of see that things are going in there. So we'll take this next one. Okay? And we're gonna put that into that pocket just there. And then you've got your 2 points here. They'll be able to crisscross each other and go into pockets on the top. And on the bottom. So it's just like that. Okay? And then you will find, because they've now done 5 of them, that you'll just have one last one to do. So you can take these 2 points and kind of fold them back over, just to give yourself a little bit more room to work with here. You will then take your last piece. You should find that you'd have sides that look like this, which means that you've got space to put it in the pocket just here. It'll allow me in. So it goes into that pocket there. It'll go over the top there. And you'll have another pocket on the other side, just there. And that will then go into. And then you've got this last one here. You'll be able to see that one can go into that pocket just there like that. And then this one can get in there. There we go. Can go into this little pocket here, just like this. Okay, and then you will find you have your completed modular cube. Lovely. So that construction is a little bit more complicated because we've used the slightly more fiddly pieces, but if you've managed to do that, well done. It's not easy, but I'll also show you how to do it with a slightly easier piece of paper that I mentioned earlier. So we've now got the model that looks like this for the base construction. Makes it a little bit simpler. So with this one, again, it's a lot of pockets, sliding, corners, etc, etc. So we'll take this point and pop it into that one, just there. Okay. And then we'll take another one going in the opposite direction, and we will just pop it into the corner on the bottom, just there. Okay. And with this one, you can just get one to go on the other side. You can do that there too. So now I'm better off going on the top first, actually. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do this one from the top. It'll be a smidge easier. So I'll just fold that back over, just to do that there. And then we will take these corners here, and you'll just slide them in on the model, and it's this way. One in on the bottom, so it's on that side like that. And then one in on the top, so it's just on that side, like that. Okay? And then you'll be able to take this corner here, which is now sticking out, and pop it into that flap just there. Okay? So it'll end up in that pocket there for you. Lovely. So now we have quite a nice solid base structure to work with. We've only got 2 more pieces to pop in. So we'll take the next one. So we'll work on this side here. And again, we'll take the top corner here and just pop it into this pocket. Oh, just here. Okay. And then we'll take one here. We'll just pop it into that one, just there. Oh, that one's... You need to try and make sure that you keep these sort of sections on the outside as well, giving you the ability to then pop them to other pockets, just like that. Okay, and then we have our very final piece, just to pop onto this one. So take this one, and you can take these and just fold them back over the model, like that. Okay, so it'll be open like this. And you can take your paper, and you should be able to see on 2 of the sides that you've got empty triangles at the top there. So just take that, slide it in on that side there, and slide that one in on the other side. So it'll then look like this. Okay, and then you can take these leftover wings that you've got here and just pop them into your little pockets that you've got just there. Now it might take a little bit of manipulation just to get it neat, so by all means do that. And do the other one just there. Cool. And then you will find that you've got a slightly simpler modular origami cube. Whew, so that one was a little bit of a long one, so I hope you managed to stick with me and you managed to have a good go. If you have, please feel free to send me a picture. I'd love to see how you've got on. If you did struggle with the construction, by all means, rewind the video, watch that again. If you need me to make a separate video on it, by all means I will do as well, or I can link you to a page to show you where to do it as well, because sometimes it's a little bit tricky to show how to do it on camera, especially when I'm having to hold it in midair. But I hope you managed to get along okay, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. You take good care, and ta-ta for now. Bye.